Hello, Commanders. Commander Fu bringing another edition of Battle Warship Naval Empire Training Academy. Today, I'd like to respond to a question I saw on Facebook that I think is a fairly common question. The question was, what's the secret to the Tomcat? And the secret to the Tomcat is really pretty much the secret to understanding what your aircraft are doing and understanding what you need to use it for. So let's go to the Tomcat and let's take a look at what the Tomcat does. So the Tomcat, it's not really a strike aircraft. It's going to give you 2 hits right up the middle. It's also going to give you an awful lot of support for your ships. So when you're looking at your green versus red, if your aircraft is used to support your fleet, then it's going to be really good for that. The Tomcat gives reload, so you're getting 1 extra attack from each of your ships. So when you're building a warship-based fighting carrier, you're really looking for those things that can help your warships survive and or improve what your warships do. So precise strike, this increases the warship critical hit rate by 50%, and it triggers 76% of the time. When you have a fairly good boost morale, that increases your trigger rate, so you're going to get it more often. Then you're going to get repair. So this is adding to, during aerial combat, there is a chance to heal the warships. So you're really trying to support all of your warships here. This comes into play in aircraft carriers that are solid warship fighters. When you're building a warship fighter, you need to understand what that carrier is as to where it goes. So when we go over and we look at something, say the Nix, you get full warship attack. Well, if you've got an advantage with your warships, and that's what you're building it for, deflector armor, overall blockade, and warship attack, you want to have an aircraft based off of that on that carrier. So a Black Hurricane, it gives you Mirage and Stimulant, but it also hits the other carrier. And here I've also got my Doomsday. It's not so much to help that, but I want to attack the carrier because I do want to kill the opponent carrier. But when I leave off, I am giving every advantage to my warships that I can. So the intent is to put the aircraft on that are relatable to what your carrier actually does. Whereas, in contrast, the JFK, it has enough of its own, but it does really well if you can kill the opponent's carrier. And your GA, the GA is an exclusively aircraft-based fighter. So you want it to have aircraft that are based on hitting the opponent's carrier and killing the carrier. So you have to figure out your aircraft based on what they're doing. So as Sergei, the Red Baron, TU, those guys are not really, they're based on killing the carrier. When you look at the Red Baron, it gives you reflective coating and urgent support. But if you look, its biggest thing is it hits the carrier. It hits their carrier twice. So when you want to kill the carrier with your aircraft, you want these bigger planes that do that. But when you have a carrier that uses ships, you want to make sure you bolster that, and that's where your Tomcat comes in. These are things that are important. Figuring out the skills of the aircraft definitely help when you're looking at like the Alligator. The Alligator, it supports with Mirage, it supports with repair, and it still hits the opponent carrier. So, it depends on what the whole thing that you're looking at is the system, overall system, and then you get submarine pairings, and you get the equipment, and the aircraft just become a cog in what you're trying to do. But the secret to the Tomcat is it needs to be on a carrier that you're not worried about using it to hit the opposite aircraft carrier. You want to make sure that the Tomcat is supporting your warships that are going to significantly hit the opponent carrier. Hopefully this answers some of the question, and hope that you hit the like and notification button for when I post new videos. I will be starting to post more videos. I think what I'm going to do is start using some of the Facebook media to answer some of those questions, and I hope this helps. Thank you very much, and have a great day.